Winter Todd! Isn't really very interesting to watch someone else do, is it? Look, let's be honest here, you've probably seen a video of an Iron Man doing Winter Todd before. It's not exactly obscure content. Unless this is somehow the first RuneScape video series you've ever seen, in which case, Jesus, go watch Swampletics or One Man Army or something, what the fuck? Winter Todd is not that interesting, but the way we'll be interacting with Winter Todd might at least be a little unique. The silly costume roulette game mode I'm playing has me get assigned an item from the costume room that I have to get without raising any unnecessary skills. And what that means for Winter Todd specifically is that we're going to basically be playing the game all wrong. No fletching. Fletching is not strictly required to get the broom or torch. No construction. Construction is not strictly required to get the broom or torch. No herb lore, you get it. But on that point about herb lore, I want to introduce you to an NPC whose existence absolutely confounds me. This is Bruma. Bruma's purpose on this earth is to mix Winter Todd potions for you without giving you any herb lore experience. I truly have no idea why Bruma exists. Why did they add her? And did her parents name her that in the hopes that she'd work as an alchemist, or was it just like a convenient coincidence? She was put in with the most recent Winter Todd rework, and I have absolutely no idea why, but she is tremendously useful for my account specifically. No construction and no fletching means that getting points is a bit of a pain, but Bruma existing lets us make rejuvenation potions that we can then use to heal the dying pyromancers, who give an absolute metric fuck ton of points. There are whole games where Bruma's existence and the potions she makes basically saves me from not qualifying for rewards, and the fact that only one person gets credit for healing a pyromancer means I need to spend all my games watching those little idiots like a hawk, ready to shove a potion down their throat at the first sign of danger. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm gonna save you the experience of watching me flounder around with these restrictions and get right to the meat of things. The reward pools. I look awesome. Really, I do. Okay, and with that one, we've stacked up 25 rewards exactly. It's 1 in the morning and I'm very tired. So I'm gonna knock this reward pool out. We're gonna see if we get lucky. And if not, we're going to reconvene in the morning. Right, quick interlude here. As a reminder, both the Pyromancer set and the Warm Gloves occupy their own slots in the Magic Wardrobe, and there's no way to get our current task, the Broom or Torch, without running the risk of getting those items. Which means if we get them from these reward crate pools, we have to get rid of them. It's a bit rough, and it's one of the more actively cruel rules in Costume Roulette, but it is what it is. If an item goes in the wardrobe and it's not our current task, we can't keep it. Okay, yeah, that was, not great. I don't know if I'll keep any of this stuff. Okay, we're back with 50 rewards this time. We've doubled it. Let's see how lucky we get. Oh shit! Tome of Fire! What the fuck? Okay, I'm definitely hanging on to that. Oh! Warm gloves, bro! I want more warm gloves! What the fuck? What? No, I need the Broom or Torch. Oh, this feels awful, but warm gloves, goodbye. Rough, dude. Rough. I mean, not rough. I got a fucking Tome of Fire. That's awesome. But, 2 warm gloves and then having to trade them in. It's just the way she goes. You might have noticed I'm hanging onto logs. I'm thinking, I don't know how long this will take. It might be worth stacking up some of the more useful logs and using them the next time we have to do a construction thing. We'll see. Let's get back to it. We're back for another 50 reward crates. Last time we got quite lucky. Let's see if it happens again. Oh shit, there it is! There it is! Yo, let's fucking go! Broom or Torch. Damn, we cleaned up. That was a total of 54 Winter Todd kill count. I mean, when you think about the fact that the Tome of Fire is 1 in 1,000, the Broom or Torch and the Warm Gloves are both 1 in 150, the fact that I got all that is kinda nuts. Looking at the log here, I actually got really quite bloody lucky, so I claimed 119 rewards. The gloves and the Broom or Torch are both 1 in 150, so to get 3 of them, not even at KC, is nuts. Putting aside the fact that I got that fucking Tome of Fire, that's awesome. What the hell? What a great run that was. Well, it's hard to deny that we got rather lucky this time around. Let's drop the torch off. There it is. Of course, just like the saw we got recently, we can also swap this and wield it in the offhand. I don't know if we'd be doing that, but let's do it. Here we are once again. That's a completion. A nice, quick one for what could have been quite a long assignment. Let's pull it up again. Yes! Void Knight armor, dude. Yes! Oh, that's good. That's very good. You may or may not recall that we have already got 2 Void helmets. We have the Mage Helm and the Ranger helmet. Now we can actually use them because we can get Void Knight. Oh, I'm absolutely thrilled about that. We don't have the melee helmet yet, but after we finish this, we will have access to actual good offensive outfits. Oh, that's great. Well, we better gear up for it. So I chucked on a new silly outfit and headed off to pest control. Now, let's be honest with ourselves here. This is the 3rd pest control task I've had so far, and there's not that much to report on. However, as I was playing, I started noticing something interesting. We were losing a lot. Out of the first 6 games I played, I lost all of them. I started running around the map trying to figure out what the hell was going on, because it looked like the Void Knights were being defended and people were closing the portals. That's what I noticed. These guys in black D-hide. It turns out a ton of the people that were quote-unquote defending the Void Knight were just standing there in identical outfits. Yeah, you probably guessed it, they were bots. But you gotta wonder, what's the point of bots like these? They're not doing enough damage, so they're not gonna be qualifying for reward points. All they're doing is taking up space and standing around. I'm asking a lot of questions this episode, I know, but there's always so many strange things going on in this game, whether they're made by the devs or made by the players. I always find it so bizarre and just so interesting. Or maybe I'm just easily entertained. I don't know. That's a very real possibility. Anyway, we press on. Okay, and that is enough for our first piece of Void Knight armor. Let's grab ourselves the road bottoms. Yeah, those games at the start were really, truly awful. I think we lost the first 6 in a row. Just a ton of bots and not a whole lot of progress. But now it's several hours later and all the demons are out and we're crushing it. Feels much nicer. Okay. That is another 400 points saved up, which means we can now finish this off. That's the top. And that is the gloves. Full Void Knight outfit completed. Beautiful. Let's head home, chuck it in the wardrobe. We've now got access to some actual useful magic and range gear, which is just very pleasant. Let me drop off this absolute mess of items that I've equipped myself with. Put it back in the wardrobe. Oh shit, only items from 25 sets will be stored here. Oh god. What level do we need to upgrade this? 64. And we're 63. Okay. We're taking a detour. If there's one requirement that can't be denied, it's that we need the construction level to store the objects. Now, before I do that, I wanna do the roulette because I psyched myself up for it. Right. Here we are. That is Void Knight armor completed, which puts us at 50% exactly. We are halfway through tier 2, which is really cool. Let's press on into the later half of tier 2 and start making our way towards tier 3. See what we get. The Mud Skipper kit? Off the top of my head, I don't even know what that is. Ah, the humble Moga. Dropping the Mud Skipper hat at a rate of 1 out of 25 and the flippers at a rate out of 1 out of 64, this is going to look like a nice, quick grind to get some absolute peak Bash Escape. All we need to do before we start this one off is go ahead and get 20 cooking, which we're going to do by buying raw sardines from the Port Sarim shop and just cooking them right there and then. After that, we can knock out Skippy and the Mogas, the mini quest wherein you need to make a hangover cure, which oddly enough is the exact same hangover cure you use in Plague City. It's odd that there's no actual interaction between those quests, yet they use the exact same recipe. Is this an actual verified hangover cure in Gielinor? I'm not sure. It kind of makes me want to try it myself. I mean, it's like spicy chocolate milk, right? That sounds actually kind of fucking awful. Anyway, there was also the problem of our furniture no longer having enough storage space to fit our outfits, but that was easily remedied. We just had to get a +1 construction boost, which you could easily do by making a cup of tea in the player-owned house. Fun little bit of lore there if you didn't know about it. Right, with all that settled, let's press on and go throw some bombs into the ocean. Bloody hell, why are fishery explosives so much more expensive than ice coolers? Like, you think they'd be priced at roughly the same.
We can buy 150. That's surely enough to get the drops we need. Alright, so we've rocked up here without any food. We'll just go for a few kills and see if we get lucky. How's this work? I don't think I've ever killed a Moga in my life. Apart from the diaries, that was a lie. Here we are. What the fuck? Look at a longbone. The first kill. That's not what I was expecting at all. Okay. Sure, that's a collection log item. Why not? Okay, we went and geared up with a bit of prayer gear in our fighter tour, so there's an altar like right up north of us, so we can kind of just AFK this with protect melee on. No big deal. Oi! There's the first one. Flippers. Nice, nice, nice. Hell yeah. These are actually the rarer of the two as well. These are the 1 in 64. We're just missing the 1 in 25. I guess I'll keep them on. Oh, and there's the other one. Hey, easy peasy. How many kills was that? Only 21 kills, and we also got a longbone in the process. God, I look like a beast. That was certainly an interesting set of items to get. I think these... Oh, we got the magic wardrobe. Okay. These are apparently magical. There you go. That's the Mud Skipper kit complete. And coming up next, we're going to see what we get. Hit it. The bomber jacket costume. That's a fun one. That's a fun one. Okay, so the bomber jacket outfit requires me to do the Enlightened Journey quest, the version that we're going to be going for, because there is an upgraded version of the bomber jacket, but we're not going to be talking about that yet. The upgraded version is a good chunk harder to get, so we'll deal with that in the hard tier. The version we're going to be getting, it's just a reward for the Enlightened Journey quest. Now, Enlightened Journey is actually a massive fucking pain in the ass for UIM. For most accounts as well, I imagine, but you just spend so much time on a Trana, you have to plant a tree and wait for it. Luckily, due to our previous assignments, we've actually already got all the requirements we need to start the quest. So I'm going to go Death Pile, I'm going to go get the willow tree planted, then I guess I'm going to go wait for a few hours. Okay, it's many hours later. Fun little fact about how this bloody Death Pile shit works is that the timer preserves even when you're offline. Oh, for God's sake, now I have to wait for the fucking branches to grow. This quest is a pain in the ass. I don't know why I said that was going to be a good one. Oh, there we go. Bunch of bloody experience. We're getting levels from that. Ooh, holy shit, 53. And that's it. Okay, well, what matters is that we got the outfit. Very dapper, I must say. Now, we only have 20 minutes left on our Draenor Death Pile. We gotta go. Right, my inventory is a bit of a fucking mess right now, but you can see we've got our bomber jacket outfit. Very, very cool. As I mentioned before, we're going to have to upgrade this later on down the road in tier 3, I believe, and get a pair of goggles. But the goggles are a lot harder to get than just doing a bloody quest. So let's put some of this crap away and roll again. Bomber jacket costume, there it is. Slot spreadsheet. That's the bomber jacket costume complete. And let's see what we get next. Hey, the rogue's outfit. Now that is something I wanted. That's very, very cool. In terms of stats, looks like we're going to be doing some thieving training. Alrighty, alrighty. Let's get to it. There's 50 thieving. Fantastic. We can now do the rogue's den among a bunch of other crap. Let's get to it. Well, wouldn't you know it, here we are at the Rogue's Den. You'll observe there is nothing in my inventory or on my person at all. Another classic little UIM obstacle here is that we can't bring anything with us. You'll see Draenor Death Pile up here. So we've set ourselves quite a hard time limit. We need to get in here and get going. And I believe we can just walk in and off we go. Jesus, I didn't realize RuneLite had such detailed instructions on it these days. Now, unfortunately, of course, we can't take advantage of the level 80 thieving or the level 80 agility shortcut, I believe is the other one. So we're gonna have to do this the long way, which takes its time. Moment of truth, do we get fucked over? Hey, holy shit, first time, let's go. Now, we will of course search this and get a piece of the rogue equipment. I guess I'll take the mask. Now, obviously, we can't go back in. Don't think. Yeah. So we can't go back in. I have to go all the way back to my player-owned house and store this. Or I could death pile it. I'll just store it though. Fuck, my minigame teleport's on cooldown. Okay, we're back home. God, this, going back and forth like this is going to take a while. You know what I think? I think that they should consider reworking Rogue's Den a little bit. It's kind of like a really baby version of Hallowed Sepulchre, but just the way it was designed back in the day, it doesn't really stand up to modern conveniences like Roulette, where it's become a click the green square minigame. But, I mean, that would require them to justify reworking it, which means they'd have to do a bunch of extra rewards, because, like, the Rogue's Kit is awesome, but once you've got it, there is no fucking reason to come back here, so maybe it's fine the way it is. Maybe use the dev time somewhere else. Oh, for God's sake. Ah. Oh, 2 in a row. Oh, that's nice. They're killing it. It takes so fucking long to get back here, though. Jesus. It might actually be faster to just die up here. Is there an easy way to die? Oh, God, what the fuck? Holy shit. I didn't even know they did that if you got too close. Oh, for fuck's sake, I was at the very end. Oh, that pisses me off. Hoi! Holy hell, we are doing really well. 3 clears in a row. I mean, I have failed several times because I'm a fucking idiot. But 3 in a row without fucking up at the end. That's very nice. Oh my goodness, 60 agility. That's also very nice. I was not thinking and I teleported to the wrong B-word minigame thing. Fuck. God, I am so far away from where I'm meant to be. I may as well just fucking log out. Oh my god, 4 in a row. Did they remove the ability to fail this? What the fuck? Am I getting, like, insanely lucky right now? That's very odd. And final one, maybe? Nope, okay, well we had to fail eventually. I had a feeling like 4 in a row, we were on a hell of a good streak. I think we deserved to fail that one. And, hey, there we go, that's the last piece. Beautiful, that is full rogues once I actually go around and pick the rest of it up. And we've returned home yet again. Let me drop this in the wardrobe. The rogue's equipment will be a very nice little piece of gear when we have to do some more thieving. Rogue armor, beautiful. Let's pull up the spreadsheet. And that is completion of the rogue's outfit. Okay, now there's no sense pissing about. Let's hit costume roulette, see what we get. The yellow tribal outfit. Alright, well, we're familiar with that. It's been, you know, quite a while since I did type of want to clean up, but I still have my machete. You can see in my inventory, still have my machete. Alrighty, let's clean some type of what I. Okay, here we are back at the good old-fashioned gem mine in Shiloh Village. Funnily enough, I just reported a crushed star, so I'm expecting some people to show up. Now, we only need a few gems this time, because I realized while redoing my looting bag, why the goddamn hell have I been keeping this jade machete on me? I have no reason to hang on to it. I don't need to do any more actual cleanup. I just need to get sticks from this. And so I looked it up and you could sell this thing for 800 trading sticks, which is 4/5 of the cost of an outfit. Now, these 3 gems, if I cut all of them, that will be all I will need. In fact, I only need to cut the red topaz, and that will be enough for me to sell it for everything that I need to buy the outfit. This will make this a very nice, very straightforward little process. Buy a chisel. 1. Hey, and there's the red topaz. Beautiful. Well, that's all we needed. Super easy. And here we are back at Gabooty's store. Let me sell that. 120 and 210. That should be enough. So now if I sell the jade machete, I will realize I can't... Oh god, I don't have the gloves on. Okay, I forgot to put the gloves on. You need the gloves on to get the full price. 800 trading sticks for this. There we go. Now I had to double check this. It's the yellow and blue outfit, which combined should be about 1,000 sticks. So let me pick that up. And there we go. Perfectly on point. I really like the tribal gear. I think it looks awesome. Well, let's head back home. One more fun little outfit complete. There we go. Let's pull up the spreadsheet, see what we get next. The yellow tribal outfit is complete, which means that we're going to now get... Ooh, one of the tribal masks. It seems we are not quite done with Time War 1i today.
Okay, there we are at the end of another episode. Thanks for sticking around. Bit of a quick one. I wanted to get this out as I knew I was pissing about with actually uploading content. So here you are. Now, speaking of here you are, let's stop for a moment and have a look at this absolutely tremendous outfit that I've thrust upon you all. Going real serpentine, real frog core with this one. I'm a big fan. I am a big fan. A bit fucking weird, but hey, that's what you get. Speaking of weird shit, next episode we're going to be having a look at the Broodoo victims, and I've noticed that there's some interesting lore surrounding these guys, so I think we might dive into that. Rightio, until next time, I'll see you later.